Hello.
Hello.
Another pop-up live stream.
Yeah.
Why
I saw
not?
Mark was going to do a little pop-up, and I thought, yeah, I'll join in for a bit. And
Yeah.
Don and being on his own for the minute.
No. Well, Geordie Dave said he might pop in, but he needed to get home and have a bath.
Cool.
Didn't really want to imagine that in my head, but you know. But yeah. So we were just talking about resin printers.
Yes.
Yeah. They're good fun. Messy but good fun.
Yeah.
So I have put the link at the top if anybody wants to join. We just need to make sure you who are you. You who are you? How do you say it? You who are you are? I don't know.
You are who you are. No. We know who you are.
We know who you are. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. That's me. It's been a long day. Been up since 8.
Yeah. And if you are new to the channel, we're on Mark's at the moment. Just build a bit of a rapport with us over a few weeks, and then
yeah, definitely
come on.
We've got one person in already. We've got Ian saying evening, Ian.
Ian, hiya. Because I was asking Ian, as I said, about what resin he used the other day, and I've got my printer. It's doing something at the moment. It's doing a test print, so yeah.
They are good fun. They are very, very good fun. I'm just at the moment trying to get the settings right to build to print a grand staircase for the Titanic 1/200 scale.
Right.
But because it's so really fine, I have to change the printer settings to make it a little bit, more better. So Ian says, wow, nice one, Alex. You'll have much fun.
Yeah. Well, I thought I saved money on the tyre that I was stressing about that, and I thought, you know what, I ended up saving money on that. I'm going to treat myself. Why not? Same difference.
I'd still, like I said earlier, I'd still keep your other one though, because the other ones are good for larger prints.
Yeah.
And then the resin's great for detail prints.
Really detailed stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, thinking about it, with that, it's good. I upgraded that one. I haven't used it for a while, actually, and it's been all right. Like, it prints perfectly every time. I think being an alternator, it is good quality, but
yeah,
it's just, I don't know, really. I think sometimes you get a bit disheartened with the prints because you've got all the lines in it, and that's just the nature of it. You're not going to get rid of it.
No.
But I've seen like your prints you've done and other things on these, and it's like, wow, look at the detail,
Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, it was on offer, so I was like, right, let's just get one. So I'm having a bit of fun tonight. Just not doing a lot. I'm just watching it at the moment. A couple of hours on the print. But...
Oh, hang on. Ian says, Mark, I'm printing the Falcon Power Mod box this very minute. So yeah, that were the thing we mentioned last night on the live stream, actually, about when we built the Millennium Falcon, we put into the actual build itself a power jack. So you can either have it on battery power or you can have it on mains power. But the problem is, Model Space didn't give you the plug for that free in your subscription. You had to pay about 25 quid for it.
Right.
And so not a lot of people powered theirs up by that. And I said, well, it'd be great if Ian could do something, where we can power it up by the mains. So I sent a load of pictures to Ian earlier about it. And yeah, he's on it already.
Right. Well, yeah, Ian don't hang about, does he?
No, definitely not. Right, I'm just going to turn my desk lamp on and then I'll switch cameras. So
I've got nothing on my bed at the minute because I can't, because I got a bit carried away, set it all up, and I could probably move it carefully, but I'm not going to. It's just It's more of just a chill out, really, for me.
Yeah, why not? I'll go to that one. There we go. Wow.
Yeah. I don't see much through the protective lid, but
Yeah. Hang on, let me put you on full. There we go.
I'm doing a yeah, it's the cube at the moment. I could show you. Does it come up in the? Oh no, it's the wrong one. Wait for this, the Photon Workshop. Oh. Open. Oh, I don't know where it's gone.
Ed Hughes says, evening all. Evening, Ed. Thank you for coming into the stream. Ian Campbell says, hey, Ed. Hope all is well. And Ian says, any Cubic, they are good printers, Alex.
Yeah, well, I know you use them. That's the one you've got in it, Mark?
No, I've got a Halot 1 by
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I knew Ian used these, and I've done some research online, and this was one of the best ones. Like for the price of them, bit like the Enders.
Yeah,
I think they're a really good sort of entry. I'm trying to work out. Oh, there it is. So at the moment, I'm printing. I'll show you on my screen. I don't know if this is. Yeah, I'm printing this at the moment.
Okay.
So it says any cubic in it. It's like a test print with a cube. So I'm just seeing how that comes out. That's what it's currently doing. So yeah.
4-hour print though.
Pardon?
4-hour print though.
Yeah, it's 4 hours. I thought it was 4 minutes when I started it. But it's nearly halfway there. It's on 42%. So it's just like, it's a bit like the FDM printers. You can sit and watch it all day.
Yeah. The only thing is, with an FDM printer, you can see it sort of being done, but with a resin printer, because it's done in the vat, unless it's like a tall model, they're pretty hard to see.
I've taken the lid off just for a minute so we can see, because there's no sun in here at the moment. But yeah.
Wow. I think I'm going to have to change my blade.
Actually, I can just about see it in there now. It's hard to see it because it's. That looks pretty cool. I can see the cube. Yeah, I was just thinking that, Ian. So I was just trying to Ian. I was just thinking that because my other one used to play tunes with all the axes going, but because this has got like one motor in it, it's really quiet.
Oh, Geordie Dave's here.
All right.
All right. All right.
How is Geordie Dave?
Not too bad. I got down today, so I'm just going to tidy my bench, pack stuff up.
Oh, I did that earlier. I had a good old sort out and tidy up. Doesn't really look like it.
Oh, it's one job I hate doing is changing a blade on a scalpel. I always feel like you're going to cut yourself.
Oh, I do it every time. If I have a new blade on anything, that's it. My fingers are sliced.
Well, I've been needing to because for the last 2 nights I've done 10 issues of the Lancaster bomber. So I've gone through it because a lot of it is coming in on screws and stuff.
Yeah.
So Ed Hughes says, evening all. Ian says, hey Ed, hope all is well. Ian says, any Cubic, they're good printers. Ed says, all good, Ian. Ian says, best thing is how quiet they are. Yeah. And Ian says, hey, Geordie Dave, 2 buckets at the ready.
I was on about Mickey Bateman. What is it worse than me? He's got a big ugly of the mind.
So I'm just currently taking this real wooden deck off here, ready to apply it soon.
Right, I'll just tie it up.
It is actually pretty amazing how it works, because you would have thought with the way it works and the UV light projecting the pattern, you would have light bleed and it would set around the area.
Yeah. The only thing I'd say, Horlixs, maybe to look into is you can get some protectors for your UV light glass.
Yeah, this came with one on it.
Right.
Yeah, it came with one pre-installed, and there was, I'm guessing it's this you're talking about. There was a spare one in the box as well.
Right, just make sure that's not a spare FEM film.
I wouldn't know. How would you need? It doesn't. No, how would you know?
Right, so an FEM film is basically, it's a replacement film for the bottom of your vat.
Yeah.
I've had to replace mine a couple of times. I replaced it just before we moved, and the one I put in when I did a print decided to get a hole in it, so I've just recently put another one in. But an FEM film is basically, it's the replacement film for the bottom of your vac. Ian says, with tabs on it, looks like the UV protector.
It's got little divots in the sides.
Yeah, that could be the UV protector. Yeah, I think that is, because an FEM, it wouldn't come with things like that, because you literally, when you're putting it on, you're screwing the screws around it. It actually pulls it into shape.
Yeah, this was already preset. It was, really, it was like a drum.
Yeah. Don't worry about if that gets scratched or anything when you're taking off prints. It does happen.
Oh, it doesn't affect the print then?
No, but the last one I took off was quite cloudy, actually. But it was still doing fantastic prints. Because I thought that as well when I took a print off. I'm like, oh my god, I've scratched that. What am I going to do? And then I realised it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, what's this resin printer like?
Well, I'd say I've not seen it. It's just come, and I've just this is doing a test print. So I'm just seeing how it all comes out. But yeah, it was pretty easy to set up. I looked on YouTube, and Super easy to get going.
Do you think you'll eventually put a Raspberry Pi on it?
Oh, I don't know, you know, it's a lot of hassle. I don't know if you can on these. I don't think you can actually, because it hasn't got, well, unless it's at the back, I didn't see a USB port.
Well, yeah, but think about what your memory card's gone into, your stick.
That's a USB, yeah, that's a USB. But the Pi uses like, you know, like a normal printer USB. I don't know. Probably not. It's probably just as easy to stick it on there, really. I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, but can't, because the microphones, the blue snowball microphones, they use a printer socket and then into USB.
Yeah, that's it.
So you could possibly do it that way.
Yeah, but I can't see a socket on the side to put one of them apart from a normal USB with this in.
So what's is that your files on that stick?
Yeah, so it's a bit like the normal ones. You do your file on the software, and then you put the STL on here, and you plug this in, and then.
Actually, I've just realised on mine it does have a socket for that. So yeah, I could actually do it.
The thing is with it, I mean, maybe there's one at the back. I don't know. I didn't have a look properly, but I guess software updates done on that. But it's good fun. And it's great when it works, but sometimes you do have to keep messing about with the Raspberry Pi, and then it doesn't. So 1 time out of 10, it doesn't pick the print up, and then it's just easier to do this, I think.
Yeah. Ian says, biggest problem I find is if there is debris left in the vat and you don't know, then try and print, all sorts of trouble.
Yeah.
Don't think I've had that problem yet.
So what do you do? Do you fill it up with resin?
Yeah, so I'll
Like
put it again and show you.
Hang on, let's big your Horlicks for this one.
So this is a vat that sits on the top. And then you fill that with resin in there.
Right.
You see it's all glossy at the top. And then the bed goes up and down, and the UV light from the screen, it's like a big iPad screen underneath. It projects the UV light in and then hardens and builds it up. So it keeps going in and out, building up the layers. And then when the print's done, you undo this knob, pull the whole head off. I asked Ian about recommendations for resin, so he told me what one he uses, which is a water-based one. You just literally go and wash the whole lot under the sink, and you're done. Clean the printer, get the thing off the bottom, because it will harden a slab of resin, which will encapsulate all the debris. You just pull that out, and then you're ready to go again.
So the resin expensive or cheap?
It depends what you get. I think it's like anything. I mean, it's a bit like PLA. Like as Mark will know, you know, you can buy some really budget PLA for like 10 quid a roll, or you can go up and get, you know, stuff that's 30, 40 quid a bottle. It just all varies. So
have you done a print of anything yet?
No, this is my first print, which is this. It's a test print. It's just a cube. It says any cubic in the middle, just to show you what it can do. So it'd be interesting to see how this comes out, because there's no way an FDM printer would do a good job of that.
And how long does that take?
Well, I thought it was going to take 4 minutes, and it actually meant 4 hours.
Oh.
So it's on a layer 551 of 1200, so it's just nearly halfway through. So we're about, I can show you, we're on level We're on layer 552. We're there. That's how much we've printed so far.
That's when you took that lid off there. It was printing.
Yeah. Yeah, did you not see it going up and down?
I've seen it move, but I thought it was just when you took the lid off, it was moving.
Yeah,
No,
so it prints upside down.
Oh, so it's actually printing now.
Yeah, so it prints upside down. So, I mean, I say I'm still very new to it because I've never had one, obviously. It's the first time I've done anything with it. But what I can gather is the base of the printer has got basically an LCD screen. So, like your iPad screen, for example.
Yeah, that fails.
And then you've got like a baking tray. I'm just doing this in simple terms. You've got like a baking tray that sits on the top with a clear film at the bottom, so that the iPad screen, for example, can shine through it. And then you fill the vat with your resin, and then when the print head comes down, the iPad, I'm just calling it the screen, shows the picture of what it needs to print, and where the UV picture is, it will set the resin at those points. Then the head will come up, the resin will flow underneath the bed again, it drops the print back in, and then it just builds up the layers like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I understand it.
It prints things upside down.
Yeah. So it prints things upside down. So I can't really... I don't know if I can get you a view or not, because I don't want to keep disrupting this print. I'll try and get the camera in the right angle. I might be able to show you.
It's very quiet compared to the PLA printers.
Right, so it's coming up. You might, hang on. You might just see between the bottom of the bed and the printer.
Yeah. Oh,
no, the light's shit. Hang on, let me try.
Isn't it?
You just see the cube hanging off the bottom of the bed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to now come up. The resin's going to flow underneath. It's hard to get it.
It's very quiet compared to it.
Yeah.
You know, when you use the filament printers, the noise is out. That's very quiet. Could get away with using one of them, and it's not noisy.
Yeah, it's really quiet. And then what happens is when your print's done, all you do is you untwist this knob here. This pulls off. Then you end up with this whole unit in your hands with the print on, and you just literally go and wash it in the sink. Takes all the resin off, cleans the part up, and then you scrape the part off and you're done. And then these two screws here hold this vat on, and then you can lift that off where all your resin is, and then if you need to pour any back in the bottle, you've got like a little funnel at the back here, and then you can filter it back into the bottle. But like Mark said, he just leaves his leftover resin in there because it doesn't set unless you get UV light.
Just when the resin gets low, I just then once in a while give it a clean out.
But you'd say something about if debris gets into the vat, that can cause problems. So
I've never had that problem.
Yeah, so you can clean this. So what it'll do is, I guess you leave it a few minutes for everything to settle, and then you go into clean mode on the screen, and then what it'll do is it'll fill the whole print bed with a resin with a UV light, and then it effectively sets a slab. It will set a slab of resin, and then you literally just peel it out, and then that entraps all your dirt and stuff. And then you just pull that out, bin it, and then hopefully you're ready to go. But if you really want to be careful, it comes with filters. You can just filter it. So if you're dubious about anything, or you notice some bits missing on your print, you could just filter it out.
Mm-hmm.
You get them with everything. And I noticed I've got one with the printer, and I noticed I got a couple with the bottle of resin. You get these filters, so you can just pour the resin back through, and it will catch everything in here, and then you know you've got clean resin. Then you just, I guess you can just rinse the vat under the tap, wash it out.
They're good fun.
But it's still a massive learning curve because it's all different. But what I realised, which I'm going to have a play with, let me share my screen again. Why not? On this program, you can go to Face Gen, and you can take pictures of your face, and then it will print a model of your face.
Oh, cool. Please get put yourself in something.
Yeah, so I might do that just to see how I look.
Yeah, you can build a model of somebody sitting. You can put yourself in the cab driver or bus.
Yeah. Because obviously, I guess once you've done that, it will put the model on your bed, and then you can scale it, like whatever scale you want. So yeah, you could have like me driving the Ringmaster, change the driver. We're on layer 586 now. So we are.
Good, yeah. Has it got like a thingiverse where you can go on and find lots of prints?
It uses the same files, so STL.
Yeah. Converts them.
Mm. It's handy if you know, one of the hardest thing I find is, you know, when you do military models, finding figures that are sitting down for driving vehicles.
Yeah.
War figures. I wonder if there's many of them on.
My screen's rather dark, so I've got rid of my build map. But
So you keep your other printer on, are you?
yeah, I think so. For the moment, see how, you know, if I end up using this more for everything, then I mean, obviously, as Mark said, but then to be fair, my print bed on the Ultimator ain't much bigger than it isn't much bigger than this one. I think it's roughly the same width. It's just a little bit narrower. But I never fill a bed anyway, because I know I have to print things in parts.
So I'll show you something that I'm currently working on my resin. If I share screen. So I need to make this a bit bigger, because this is 1/400 scale, so I need to double it.
What program? Oh, you're using the one for your printer, are you?
Yeah. So this just makes it. I mean, it does look huge on here, but it's not once it's printed. Come on. Nearly that. Okay, so that's double the size. That is a Titanic grand staircase.
Oh, right, yeah.
So if you look at the detail that's on that.
Yeah. So have you tried to print that?
I did a test print of it, but I need to change the settings on the printer to make it more of a finer print. Which it's not hard to do. It's just changing the layer lines and stuff. It takes longer to print, but the quality is a lot better.
Yeah.
And then for me, literally, all I have to do is do that. Click all. And this will add all the supports in for me. There we go. So that's put all the supports in. Then it's just a case of slicing it. Which it's doing now. And that's how it'll print.
And how did you even start to get to know what scale to print that in?
Well, it's a file that was shared on a Titanic group in it was Christmas time that I managed to download, and then it's for a 1/400 scale Titanic. So all I needed to do with that is double the percentage to 200%, which makes it 1/200 scale, and there we go. That's now 1/200 scale.
Right.
So,
yeah,
but there's a lot of detail on there. I've got files to do the top dome and everything, so. But yeah, that's something that I'm currently working on. I've just got to change all the settings and make it a finer print.
Yeah.
So I'll stop sharing now.
Oh, that looks really cool. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that comes out.
Yeah. Ian says about £24 for a kilogram, Geordie. That's of resin. David Bassett's in saying, good evening, Mark, Geordie, Dave, Horlixs, and all in chat. Evening, David.
Hi, David. Sorry. Hi, Ed, as well. I've been really missed everyone. Excited. So yeah. Hi, Ed. Hi.
Ian Campbell says, hi, David. David Bassett says hi to Ian Campbell. David Bassett says, the deluxe tones of Geordie's Cuckoo, LOL. Ian Campbell says, very nice, Mark. Thanks, Ian. And David Bassett says, World of Wayne has done a few videos on resin printers.
Cool.
Okay.
No, that's good fun. Yeah, it is very quiet. My dehumidifier is louder than this. Why are you tempted, Geordie?
Huh?
Are you tempted to one when you sorted and moved and stuff?
I wouldn't. Yeah, wouldn't mind. Now that I know it's dead quiet like that, what put Danny fancies the other one like you've got I've been watching videos
Oh yeah, the Ender.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what to suggest really, because obviously I've only had this less than 5-6 hours. So, but I think quality wise,
it would depend on whether it would do if I could get the things for what I'd want it for, because I'd be wanting it for do like mini soldiers, mini air crew for models.
Yeah. So based on that, 100% you're going to want a resin printer.
As long as you can get the files for doing that.
Yeah, you have to have a look. I'm sure you can online. You can get anything. I'm trying to find. I can have a search actually, because there's something I want to do, and I'm going to look for it.
Sprue says, hang on, where's the diamond art? Question mark. Evening, Sprue.
Hi, Sprue.
Nice, bro.
Then laughing face. Ian says, this is more interesting at Sprue and Goo. LOL.
Yeah.
Ian Campbell says, always happy to field any questions, chaps, on printing if you ever need any support. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I've already been there and I was asking you about resins. Like, yeah, here we go. This sort of thing I was after doing. In fact, not even this. Oh yeah, look, £6.37. I'd love to do something like this. Not in this colour scheme, by the way.
Can't see what you.
So this is the Nemesis roller coaster, and you
Yeah.
can do it. This just like a display piece sat on the rails. It looks really cool. I'd love to do something. Well, I want to do something like that and build it. So it's going to be a case of printing all these parts, and then yeah, it looks like it's got bolts in it, and you just hook it all together. And just I love roller coasters and things. So this is exactly what I saw. £6.37 for the files. And then, yeah, just nice display piece. You print all the wheels off, put the bolts in. You've got some instructions. So, yeah, that's what I'd like to do, something like that.
Brilliant. That.
I bet you were dying to get home all day from work at Horlixs.
Yeah. But you wouldn't get this quality of print on a FDM.
No.
Although this looks like it might be an FDM because there is some lines in it. Not on these bits.
Could be a mixture.
Maybe, yeah, because like the rails were printed on FDM.
That's why I said to keep your FDM.
And the support structure is because they're, yeah, so you could have both going. So you'd have one printer tackling the back, all the big stuff, yeah. And then like for the fiddly parts here, these are probably all done on resin. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, printing marathon going.
Oh, don't. It was started.
Well, it might make you fall in love with 3D printing again.
Yeah, as I say, I was like, I think just some of the stuff I wanted to do, like that, you just can't get the quality on a normal FDM. I'd have to buy some nuts and bolts, and I just think it would be a really cool thing to do. And then I'll paint it up like the colour scheme that Nemesis is at the moment. So it'd be red and black. And it'd just be fun and, make some nice pieces.
Oh, dear, what
you might be able to do some upgrades for your models as well. You know, like the Bedfords.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because Lindsay's Builds is doing the extra, isn't he? He's doing the different type, and he's got the resin upgrade kit for that.
Yeah.
Someone somewhere along the line would have done this process for that.
Just depends if the files are available.
Oh, Dave might have popped it.
Said earlier you might do. Just depends what it's got on. Depends on Christine, really.
Like me, I've got down on so what I popped it.
I just had this to do, so I thought, well, okay, if we're at the bench, let's just go live.
Yeah, it's a good idea. That's what it's for, really.
Yeah. I'm just, putting this wooden deck finally on here now. I've finished painting this. So I'm just applying it, putting some wood glue mixed with a bit of water down, just to give it a bit of extra adhesion. Plus the fact that I can just slide it into place. Because I don't do well with stickers.
No.
No, me and stickers don't get on.
So, yeah, I saw your thingy earlier about the wipers on camper.
Yeah.
But I don't understand this. If you open the window, surely you have to bring the wipers round so they're hanging off the bottom.
Well, I think that's why they're not fixed in place. So you still can move them so that you can bring the windows up. Because I honestly didn't know that the model came with the front windscreen front windscreens that move up.
Yeah.
It was only when I was looking on books, camper van earlier, I discovered it. I was like, oh, okay. So didn't know that the model came with that. I know there are pictures not on D'Agostini website. Well, it's not even on there anymore, to tell you the truth, the camper van. But no. I know there are pictures of campers with the front windows that move up, but I didn't realise that the D'Agostini came with that.
Well, I've just seen a message come through in the chat.
I'll have to catch up.
So it's regarding the Bluetooth upgrade to the Rootmaster. I know you have resin petrol pump to go with it and the glow. Do you do the lozenge diamond shape? Ian says only the shell top. We did. Horlixs can probably show you the pumps, but yeah, I do. Hang on.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'll just catch up with this chat. So we've got Go For It Painting in saying hello. Hi, Go For It. Ian Campbell says hi, Go For It. Hi, Go For It says hi, Ian Campbell. Go For It says hi, David. David Bassett says, well, you've just read that one out regarding the upgrade for the Rootmaster. I know you have a resin petrol pump to go with it and the globe for the top. Do you do a lozenge stroke diamond shape? Ian says, David Bassett, only the shell top. David Bassett says, so that it can be used for National Benzoyl one. Also, is there any decals for the Winged Mercury head logo preferably in 1/12 scale to go with it. David Bassett says that's a shame, Ian. David Bassett says, what about the Shell logo then? Ian Campbell says, sorry, David, I would have gladly designed new ones for you, but so busy with other things at the moment. Ian says, we do a decal for the Shell logo. Ian says, you'll never look back, Alex. 3D printer is here to stay.
Yeah.
Ian says, David Bassett, Alex could probably show you the pump. He has one behind him.
Yeah.
David Bassett says, Ian Campbell, maybe when you're less busy, I really remember the national ones from my holidays in the Mary Tavy Bodies garage. Haven't changed much since the end of World War II, even the bags for sweets. Ian says, cool, David, just keep pestering me. And David Bassett says, had help the war effort printed on them, and this was 1960s. And that's chat caught up with.
Yeah, what you get at the moment is the base, which is separate at the moment. And this is the pump. And then it's open so you can fit your circuit board in. Now I can't actually show you because mine's a test one. And well, you might be able to. Yeah, my module's sticking up right, but it's the perfect size to fit. I mean, this is optional, obviously, but it's the perfect size to house the circuit board. This would normally, the Bluetooth receiver would be sat flat. That goes in there, and then you've got a hole at the back where you would feed all your wires through. And then this board here has got an LED built onto it because it's my test one. But this would be on a flex about this long with an LED on. And then you can feed that up through the top. The LED pops out the top. This one's not finished because I haven't converted mine yet because mine's still a prototype working on mine. And then once the LED's through the top, you can poke it, glue it in the hole here, and then glue that on. And then obviously that will light up because this is clear. And then you know when your Modz on, because that'll be lit up and ready to go. And it's just a nice piece to sit next to the bus and hide it. Obviously you want to have a cable running from the back of this into the back of your bus, but that's what the current design is for that. So yeah.
Wow. I am so glad that I used watered down wood glue to put this on. I printed these on the resin printer, Alex.
Hello?
I printed these on the resin printer.
Oh, yeah.
Little rollers. So if you got what I'm doing now, I can
That's
just
cool.
roller it in. But yeah, I am glad I put down that watered down wood glue first because it's allowed me to be able to move it into position. And then just leave it to set overnight and that will be perfect. Ready for a little bit of linseed oil tomorrow. Oh wow, that looks... I'm amazed by that.
David Bassett said that's really nice in the Horlixs. Yeah, no, I've got no credit for this piece. All I did was the board side of it, really. So yeah, this is work of Ian.
Yeah, right. I'll catch up. Well, DS Models is in saying, hi guys and everyone in chat. I was coming on, but having a struggle to find a distributor clamp. So doing some online research while listening to you. So hi Dave, welcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ian Campbell says, hi to Dave. David Bassett says, that's really nice, Ian and Horlixs. Ian Campbell says, thanks, David. And David Bassett says, evening to Dave at DS Models.
Oh, Horlixs, I'm going to do, there's not much to do with the Titanic, so I'm going to do the 4 issues tomorrow.
Okay. 4 issues.
Yeah, then that means if I'm offered another pick in the meantime, I'm off, it means I'm up to date. And if Julie wants to do extra on a doll's house, it'll give her that Tuesday as well.
Cool.
Yeah, she's trying to catch up with that because she's so far behind now. I think she's got.
Oh, yeah, but it's not a race, is it? I mean, I know
she's got up to issue 110, but I think she just wants to get the roof finished and a little bit more caught up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think once you get that roof finished, it's a lot better. That bit she's doing tonight, it's a nightmare. Getting it because of the curvature, getting it to stick.
Yeah. Right, well, I'll show this.
Oh, Ian's off. Good night, Ian.
Night, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
I'll show this. So, this is now it with a real wooden deck on it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's transformed, isn't it?
I'm glad I got the real wooden deck. Really am. That really makes it. That's a heck of a lot better, I've got to say, than the Hachette one. What do you think, Geordie?
Yep, I like it.
It's a lot lighter than the Hachette one.
You're getting me tempted to rip the decks off me, one.
Well, all the black and the bits of white and stuff I'd already pre-painted, but I wasn't too worried about them going over painting because obviously I planned to put the real deck down. I wasn't planning to paint the plastic deck.
So where'd you get the real deck in from?
I got this one from eBay and it came from China. So it's going to have a coat of linseed oil on the top.
Did you get enough decking for the whole ship?
Oh, well, yeah, I've got sheets of it. Hang on. I've got sheets of it. So I've got more here. That's for the stern. We've got one of the, that's the DU well deck. And then I've got more, I've got about 5 or 6 more sheets here to do the entire thing. Got more there. So does all the promenade decks and everything.
It wouldn't be to lift my decks too because everybody welcome to
So, yeah. And well, it's very, very thin. It's paper thin.
Oh, thinner than the stuff that?
Yeah, it's thinner than the Hachette stuff. But all I did was water down some Gorilla Wood glue. And then basically put it on, and then because I'd watered down the Gorilla Wood glue, it just gave me a chance to maneuver it into place, and it's worked out fantastic. I'm well impressed with that.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, it's good, and I like that you've painted the bits as well. It really sets it off.
Yeah. I'm not an expert at this thing, but I'm really chuffed with that.
Well, yeah, but it's like anything, isn't it? You just give it a go, didn't you?
Yeah. So
I'm surprised yourself sometimes.
I thought that'd take longer, to tell you the truth. I thought I'd be having a right headache with it. But if I'm doing this Trumpeter Titanic, I'm doing it right.
What's that bit you got sticking out?
Oh, that's just coffee stirrers stuck to the back, so I can handle it without, yeah. Because I've had to prime this, just basically I can hold it there and then I don't have to worry about holding on to it while I'm spray painting. Right, I'll catch up with this chat. So David Bassett says your efforts with the board and Ian's input and skill really are appreciated. Ed Hughes says, what are you working on, Mark? So I'm working on my Trumpeter 1200 Titanic. So I'm doing the half-shape one, but I'm doing the Trumpeter one as well, which is basically my bucket list kit for me. Ian Campbell says, I'm going to drop now. Stuff to do. Keep Julie happy. So at night, Ian. Ed Hughes says, later, Ian. David Bassett says, good night to Ian Campbell. And David Bassett says, that really does look the business, Mark. Thanks, Ian. Sorry, David. Right, I'm just going to wash these brushes that I used to apply the glue with before they go like Geordie's best ever paintbrush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get that roller coaster file and have a go at that, I think.
Yeah, it looks good. Some paint to do on it, though.
Yeah.
Oh. So, Geordie Horlixs, are you coming on the PPM stream on Wednesday?
If I can find something to do.
Yeah, I might not be able to.
I think I've set the hour now to do. I've just cleared the bench.
Do some doll's house if you can fish some out to do.
I could probably jump the stages and do the windows for the next.
Yeah, do that.
Next lot.
You're not exactly putting it on YouTube, are you?
No.
Well, you are if you're doing it live.
Yeah. Yeah, I could jump this doll's house any stage I want.
Yeah. It's just to know that I can set it up to go to your channels too.
Yeah. If I had took this flat, I would have said no, because I would have been using the mouse to strip all these models, dude.
Yeah.
But since we knocked it back, I'm not stripping these cabinets down, though.
Like what you said earlier. Yeah, we knew when we got out of the lift it wasn't the right place.
Yeah. Honestly, you couldn't swing a cat in the kitchen.
So take it that smaller kitchen than what you got now.
We've got quite a big kitchen in here. Put this way, we've got a fridge. We've got a big fridge freezer. We've got an underbench freezer, your cooker, washer, and dryer, and loads of bench space.
Right.
That's like big square. This one would have just been able to get a washing machine and the fridge freezer in, and the cooker. No room for the dryer, and it's armed with less bench space as well.
Right.
If I say that your microwave and all that in, and any of that, like the air fryer and my coffee machine, it would have been the bench space.
Was the living room big though?
The living room was okay, but what was weird about it was there was a door. Set the windows and a door in the middle, and you open the door and you stepped out onto this balcony, which was figured in with windows. Why they didn't take the wall down and make the living room just one big living room, I don't know. One of the bedrooms had, the only thing I liked about it, one of the bedrooms had one fantastic view over the River Tyne. That was the only thing that was going for it. The view out of the bedroom which we would have had. And I would say maybe for amenities, buses and shops and all that was really close. Morrison's was just 2 minutes away. Doctor's was just over the road. Iceland was just up the street. But no, stepped out that lift and no. I thought myself straight away. I could smell again. Then when I seen where the chute was, we would say your front door. I said, "Flipping hell, that's a rubbish chute. What a place to put it."
Well, it's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, but the flats at West Edden when we done on Grandad were laid out a lot better. You come out the 2 lift shafts, and either side of them there was chutes, and then you went through doors to the flats. So the rubbish chutes were away from your front door.
Yeah.
You went through a set of fire doors to your front doors, and the flats. I was expecting the flats to be like we nana's bigger, but because they were big, but no, these weren't. No, didn't like it. So I used Gillian as an excuse. I says, "Look at us." I says, "Do you like the height, do you?" No, I just says to the woman, I says, "Wife's got vertigo. It's too high for her." She says, "Right, no bother." She says, "You've got to make sure don't take it unless you're all happy." I says, "Well, no." She's not good for the wife. She's got vertigo.
I actually once got shown a high-rise, a flat in, I think it was the 7th floor. I was offered once. And I had, because I was living in supported living at the time, and I had one at workers with me, came round and was like, "Oh, look at that balcony. Yeah, you can have a beer on there in an evening." I'm like, "Are you joking? Have you seen the drop to the bottom?" He's like, "Oh, it'd be right. You'll get used to it." I says, "Get used to it. I feel like I'm falling over the balcony already, because I'm the same. I'm frightened of heights. So I have vertigo." And then, so we've seen the entire place. And the guy, right, do you want to sign up for it? I was like, "No." I was like, "Oh, why is that?" I said, "Well, I think if we were supposed to live up this high, why did evolution take us out of the trees?" And left it at that.
Yeah, 1960s idea.
I thought,
sky.
If you're supposed to live that high up, then yeah, we'd still be living as apes in a tree.
The thing is, there would knock streets and streets of houses down. Probably about 200 houses down to put a block of flats up that way was only housed 100 people.
Well, these flats that I got offered, they turned into right dives in the end, full of sex workers and druggies and stuff. And it was really funny when the Tour de France came through Huddersfield once. And the route that they were going on, they would have passed these flats. And there was like 3 or 4 of them all clumped together. And we were watching it thinking, "Oh, great, they're going to show the Berrybrow flats. That's what they were. They're now being knocked down." And miraculously, they decided to cut for an advert break. I thought, okay, that's pretty damn convenient. So, yeah, they cut for an advert break, so they didn't show them.
Well, you go to some countries, these flats have got shopping centres and everything in them. You don't actually leave a building to get anything.
Yeah. Well, I worked as a delivery driver, and I once went back there because I had to deliver some food to somebody. And I pulled up, got out at car a minute, and then next minute I know somebody was shoving out, tossing over the balcony drugs as they were being raided.
The thing is, it's not the flats and the problem; it's the people that put in them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one was the people I seen going in and out because we got a bit early, so I could watch for people going in and out. What I seen mostly going in and out were Africans.
What time did you go see it?
10 o'clock.
Oh, everybody that's normally in them will be still in bed.
Although, yeah, everybody I seen going in and out were Africans. I was when I was going on the bus up there, I was talking to a lass that lives on Birdnest Road where I get the bus off and talk to her. I was telling her she even said before I got there, don't take it, it's full of, she's nothing against them, but she says it's full of Africans. She says, I had one and she had to move, she was frightened of them.
Well, yeah, I mean, the estate we lived on before we moved here, we never had any bother there. We never really did, you know. We didn't make a point of being, but some of the people it was a typical council estate, and basically, you know, there were idiots. And it's like, just because you live on an estate like that doesn't mean you need to act like you're on an estate like that.
Every estate's got the new, and this is, well, you know, this is, you know, property's got its bad bits.
Yeah, I think every area does.
Yeah, basically, this block we're in now was one of the best blocks. Now it's one of the worst blocks.
Yeah.
Because the decent people's moved out and the fucking put shaded. And that's what can change a block from being a really good block. I was talking to Danny's neighbour, and I don't know whether the council do it. She says Moira on the top floor's moving out in Danny's block.
Yeah.
She says, why do you not have word with the council? Ask if you can have that.
Trouble is, though, the council want you out the area because of the certain conditions, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, but you'll be out in this block because we know most of the people are not there. If you came around there, you'd fucking be split on. But Gillian got the bus. When Gillian got the bus with Robert this morning, he was on the bus, but he never said a dicky bird. Because I think he knows Rob's not staying here.
Mm.
And he didn't say nothing to them because he usually would have said something.
Yeah.
So he probably thinks Rob's moved out.
Right.
He said he wasn't where me and Gillian was with Rob. And if Rob moved out, it all would stop. Nothing's happened since Rob moved out.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be the case, should it?
No. But you see him on the bus this morning and nothing. He never said nothing or anything. Well, usually he would have been calling Rob.
Mm.
So we could move into that block and things could be okay. And plus, the garden place, so Gillian and Rob are now getting taxis there and back. The garden place have got funding to pay for it.
Right.
So I can't say them moving into them if they keep getting the funding for the taxis.
Mm.
I was just I'll get another electric bike and put a back seat on it, and you can friggin' pedal it with Rob in the back. Because Rob can't ride a bike because he's got no balance. You know, they've been sort of slightly deaf.
Yeah.
So he can't ride a bike. He's all over the place. I remember going on a tandem with him. God, what a job. But he says, look, I didn't touch down, Rob, just sit and leave everything to me. But he was still rocking all over the place. But
Right, I'm going to put these wooden decks away.
Tonight, this is really exciting. Hang on. It's not done yet, but you can see more of it.
Right, let's put your full screen. There we go.
I can get the light.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that quality. That's like proper smooth.
Does the screen tell you how long you got left or where he's up to?
Yeah. So it's a bit blurry, but it says it's on layer 780 of 1200. An hour and a half left, and then on the screen there, this is basically a copy of the screen under the vat.
Mm.
So
when that bit comes up in the script, that means it's printing.
yeah, so that when that is the UV light pattern it is throwing underneath. So when it goes down now, it will show the UV light, and that's printing those parts. It only takes a few seconds to cure. When the bed comes up, so every time it does that, this will then go up. The fresh resin pours underneath, and then it goes back down and repeats the cycle. It's all rather quite exciting, and I think I'm actually going to wet myself.
I'm just surprised how quiet it is.
Ed Hughes says, that's it for me, folks. Catch you all later. Night, Ed.
Night, Ed. It's cool.
So
Interesting.
Who's got the cop calls?
That's me. Right, nothing every time.
So you live on a council estate, Mark?
Sort of. We live in the sort of elderly section of it. Take it you're not going to bed, Horlixs, till it's finished. I've moved.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Yeah, we'll go around here.
Yeah, it's all right. It's only, what is it, after quarter to 10. Yeah, when this will be done in an hour or so. So, yeah, fine, I'll be up. Yeah. The box is cool. Comes with a smiley face printed in it.
Cool.
Yeah, you get everything in one as well. So now you get all the tools. You get the Allen key that you use to level the bed. Leveling the bed is the most easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And then you get this free wallpaper scraper, and it's sharp.
Yeah, that's to take your prints off the bed.
So yeah, that's for the bed. And then to clean the bottom screen, you have to use the plastic one. So when you clean the bed, you just let's see. Yeah, your benches are empty. Are you done then?
I am for now.
So it's actually connected to your computer, or do you just put it through that USB stick?
Yeah, you just plug it in the side there. This come with it in the bag, and then it had 2 test prints on it. So this is the cube. So I thought, well, I'll just start with that.
So all you do is download stuff to that stick then?
Yeah, you download it from the websites, whatever you want. You put it into the slicer, do your settings, and then it saves it to the stick. And then when you plug this in, you go to the print thing, and then it shows you all the prints in the screen, and you can scroll up and down and select what you want, and then just hit play.
Cool.
So easy.
Let me try this. See if this works. Right, this is a new camera I've set up. So with this, I should be able to zoom in.
Oh yeah.
And then zoom out. It's got a remote control. It's a camcorder, 4K camcorder.
You see the new one that's out, it follows you and all that.
Oh, they've been around for a while, haven't they? Because was it Facebook Portal started them?
But there's a one I was watching on YouTube. It's just a little camera. It looks like it's like got a gimbal, but it's battery operated thing. It can be used for streaming and all that, and you can use generators and all that. Probably expensive, but it's about $400. So I don't know what that is. $499. So I don't know what that is in British money, but $350.
Well, it might be. There is a new webcam out, isn't there? What looks really good, but
well, this one it can be used as a portable one. So if you're doing live streaming or doing any video on location,
yeah.
And as I say, you can just set it up, and you can have it so it follows you, so that the camera sticks with your face or half shot.
Oh gosh, I wouldn't want a camera that follows me. It'd reveal a heck of a lot.
I've got a 6CT camera there that follows you.
That reminds me. I had some Patreon money, so I got something new the other day.
Oh,
you got.
There we go.
Got yourself an airbrush.
that's rather exciting.
Yeah, I wanted one with the pot. Well, I wanted one for when I just want to do quick jobs, so I don't have to get the huge one out.
Yeah.
And then I wanted one that I could. I wanted the compressor so that I could go clean the other one out at the sink without having to take the huge, massive compressor with me.
Mine's all packed away.
That's the same as mine.
Mine's all packed away, but that's air on all the time, is it?
Yeah, it's air on all the time, but it won't actually start anything until you pull it obviously back.
Mine's dual action, press down and pull back.
But if I put my other one on it, then it would literally stop the air. It wouldn't go through.
Also, so it's the brush. If you put the other one, it'll go dual action.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you get a length of line hose with it?
No, but I've already got a hose with my other one.
Yeah, cause I've got a hose with mine, so it could be used. So I could put that on the floor and be up here good.
I just wanted something I could do quick jobs with it. So instead of getting the other one out, which takes a while to set up, and then obviously if I am using the other one, then I can go take it to the sink, use this compressor just to clean it.
Yeah.
So decided to get a little one. But does the job. So you actually tested it the other night. I put a matte varnish finish on the bow of the Titanic, and it worked absolutely perfectly. And that's with the airbrush it came with. So
yeah, well, I'll fall asleep. I'm tired.
Go on, Horlixs.
I was just going to show this camera. So this was the one I'm after, and it's a webcam, and it's a gimbal one.
Yeah, the one I was looking at was a bit like that, but it wasn't a webcam. It was a streaming cam.
But look, if you go, sorry for the website's a bit flash, but the focus is amazing. So there's a picture here.
Yeah, it follows you, doesn't it?
So she brings her camera down, and the focus, you just focuses straight away on what you're working on. It looks really good.
Yeah, and much is that? About 400 quid.
I don't know.
Is it actually up for sale now, or is it just in?
Yeah, it's out. I know some people that have got it. Let's have that. Insta 360. 266. It's a lot of money for a camera, but
I've seen them ones, the Instas, and you can get them on. You can get them on. A lot of YouTubers use them on bikes.
Yeah.
And you get a stick with it. And you put the stick on the bike, and you can't see the stick, so it looks like they're getting followed off a drone. When they're doing bike videos, they use an Insta 360.
Yeah.
And it goes on what they call it the magic stick. And when so if you've got the camera off your handlebars pointing to your side, and it's sitting of you can't see the stick, so you think the drone's full on the person on the bike, but it's not. It's on a big stick on the bike.
Right, well, I'm done. So
I'm literally falling asleep.
So I'll end it there then. So thank you everybody for watching. Anybody who's watching back on this video, thank you Horlixs and Geordie Dave for keeping me company.
No problem. We've got a little bit tidied up done.
Hopefully on the next one we'll see what Horlixs printed.
Yeah.
So yeah, good night all, and we'll catch you all next time.
Okay.
Yeah. Good night all.
Night.
Good night.